Private guard companies, otherwise known as PGCs, are an integral part of the overall security architecture of Nigeria. They have been there for decades, since Nigeria evolved into a modern state with attendant rise in crime starting from the early 70s. What Nigerian families and businesses used to know as Megadi or Watchman has metamorphosed into a multi-million naira security business with investors and security experts veering into the enterprise. Unfortunately, due to high unemployment in the society and the craze by Nigerians for military and paramilitary jobs, smart businessmen and sometimes crooks take advantage of young men and women to conscript them as private guards without formal training. This practice has been going on for decades, with successive governments unable to properly sanitize the operations of these private guard companies. No doubt, the importance of private guard companies cannot be understated. However, there is the need for decorum and orderliness in their activities and modus operandi.
As regards to the private guard companies, the ratio of citizens to policemen in every country is supposed to be 1 to 400. And in Nigeria, we're about 170 million at the last census. God knows how many we are today. And we have just about 300,000 policemen. So we need to establish private guard companies that complement the efforts of these policemen. So we are saddled with the responsibility of registration, monitoring, and supervision of these guard companies. It was initially under the Federal Ministry of Interior, but I'm very happy to tell you that when it came under our review, we've done a lot to sanitize the industry, and we've closed so many of them are just quacks, and we've trained so many of them. We have a whole institution in Abeokuta for training of private guard operators.
Since the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps officially gained recognition by the Nigerian government in 2003, concerted efforts have been made by the Corps and the Ministry of Interior at statutorily regulating the operations of private guard companies.
A lot of people that embark on operations of guard companies, for instance, the legionnaires, retired soldiers, do not want to apply for licenses, but they provide services of watching over the guard premises, which is contrary to the law that set up the private guard company. Irrespective of the status of you appear in the society, the law takes its course. And so we are asking them to come and register and obtain a license to operate. For the fact that you were a soldier, you were a retired police officer, does not qualify you to provide security services because it's been licensed by law and regulations that must guide you for your operations. We also have discovered that even man o' war provides security, wear their uniform, and go to guard people's houses, people's supermarket, people's business premises, without looking at the fact that this establishment had to do with law and legality. And so we encourage them to come and obtain a license, a registration to operate if they are qualified, so that they don't involve themselves in illegality, because the Corps will soon embark on massive arrests. And when arrests are done, there will be no negotiation. And of course, we don't stand to negotiate. We'll arrange them in the law, and many are arrested. We don't have to come and beg, because when you are begging, you are deliberately doing what you did so that you come and beg. So we want to clear the ground that we will not compromise. We don't have any room to tolerate illegality in the industry. And that's the more reason we engage through this media to inform Nigerians. There are many of you who want to earn a living through private guard provision must follow the due process of registration and licensing to operate as a security company.
We are not others, we are civil defenders. We curb saboteurs and vandals.
Government property, now our own no. Who be the government?
You be the government. Make you no use your hand, never rule your property. Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps,
They can pay to stop this violence where they scatter nation's property.
Quacks in the private guards industry are advised to stay away because it is no longer business as usual. If you are an illegal private guard operator, you are want to quit immediately or face the full wrath of law. If you are interested in private guard business, approach the NSCDC for proper documentation, vetting, and licensing. Be a professional. Support NSCDC to sanitize the private guards industry.
First off, the PGCs are thoroughly screened by the NSCDC. And by screening, it means from their gear to the competence of the company owners.
We've been in business for the past 4 years now. We were incorporated in 2012 with the CAC and licensed in 2013 by the Civil Defense Corps. So far, Civil Defense as an organization have helped to shape the level of professionalism in this job so far by way of giving instructions, corrections, wherever they see us erring. They send letters and they guide us. From time to time, they keep checking and monitoring our activity. Wherever there is a problem, they identify and they make us know and we'll quickly respond to that immediately.
Very, very well. We have good relationship with NSCDC. Since they are a regulatory body, we have good relationship. They keep us alive. We interact with them as much as possible. Even in our reports, they give us a lot of support with other law enforcement agencies. But more importantly, Nigeria Civil Defense. Anytime we have a training, we used to invite 1 or 2 persons. They come to look at our operations, they look at our training. Sometimes they also assist us in recruitment. At least give us guide and give us procedure. The trainer will do training when we are recruiting and we'll do retraining almost every 2 months. We assemble the guys to come back from the beats.
Then, having fulfilled all criteria required, operational licenses are issued for either commencement of business or continuation as the case may be.
I want the private guard companies to be an envy of guys working in oil companies and the banks. Private guard companies should reach a standard that even those working in oil companies will envy them. How do you do that? Let's have a standard. Let that standard cut across the whole country. So that when you have a private guard in Lagos, you go to Sokoto, you have a private guard. Come to Abuja, you have a guard. They will be of the same standard. It is there only that private guards will be fully recognized in Nigeria. How do you do that? Have a common institution where all members of the private guard companies must vote. And after, because if it's the 3 parts, 3 parts, 1, 2, and 3 parts, then they should be licensed. So that should be standard. There ought to be a pattern, and that pattern should be maintained.
One of the major milestones the NSCDC, as a federal government agency, has been able to do over time is the building of capacity of these guard companies.
Yeah! No! Yeah! No! Yeah! My one way! Hey! 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 Answer. Salute! Hold on! Hold on! Hold on! Yo! Get ready! Yeah! Upright in position, steady! Yeah! Basic mode, commence! Hold on! Hold on! Hold on!
With training and retraining, PGCs are better equipped to handle tricky and moderate security threats in their general area of operation. More so, workshops and seminars to upgrade guards' knowledge are organized on regular basis in different commands of the NSCDC to keep guard companies up to speed with modern security trends.
What the cause does is to, even at the point of recruitment, we participate actively for the recruitment of personnel into guard company on their request to ensure that the caliber of people employed are also people who are not indicted for any criminal activity at one point or the other. Secondly, we look at the health conditions of the individuals who are also hired, because you must be able to fit to render such services. We also provide training, especially the food drills and parade, to ensure that the guard is up and doing it fit to provide services that have to do with security. We also have a college of security management in Abeokuta, where the guards are also trained, including even their supervisors and the directors, and trained in issue of security management. This is what makes them become very fit. And of course, the education given to an individual will raise the standard of attainment of providing services more excellently than an individual who have not been trained to provide such services. So this has given them an advantage to be able to coordinate their security network effectively in their clients' premises. Because, you know, for whatever reasons they may be in business, the ultimate is to make profit. And so when they are properly trained, they attract the interest of their clients, and of course they are able to bargain well in terms of making profit. So that college has been, you know, arranged and put in place by the Corps to enable our guard directors, guard supervisors, guard on duty to be trained in security access control, training them on crowd control, training them on intelligence information gathering, and of course training them on management. This basic knowledge has also given, you know, beef up the strengths and the capability of the guard to be able to render effective duty, even in report writing, because most of the information we gather from them comes by report. And so the guards stand an advantage to be able to inform the agency, the NSCDC, on their monthly report system of what happens in their client's environment in the course of their duty.
So, with private guard companies equipped with knowledge of how to do their work properly, the NSCDC officers and men go on periodic inspection to check conformity with the guidelines and illegal operators.
So let's see your
The last one.
the last one.
Okay. Yes, we have dots. We have 4 dots. I have the dots. Yeah. Yes.
You are good to go this way. But sometimes the name tag, we have told your MD, use the name tag for you, which serves as easy means of identification. Once you need to, they want to see you, they call on your name. So you need that. Some of them have no badge. Take note of that. Even this is just like any other one in the market. You need to differentiate your company with the market activities. It's very, very important, because that is the only means of identifying you here. You see this same uniform, other companies closer to it may have it, but your badge will always differentiate. Your badge is very, very important.
And the crest.
The crest is very, very important. Your badge always goes with your crest, which you know. So maybe probably if you leave here tomorrow, tell your MD, one of you will come and will show you the format of how the badge is supposed to look like accurately. So most of them, we see them clean, but some of them are a bit faulty, because we expected them to be very gallant in their activities. These people can as well make an arrest and hand over to NSCDC or Nigerian police, just like any other individuals can do. But they need to be very clean, like this other person, not shape, need to be properly shaped, clean all the time. You must be doing this. Inspect them before they go to their guard. I hope you have the supervisor who is going around to checkmate all your bits. It's very important.
This guard company seemed to be operating without obvious flaws, and so was the next, which had little issues pertaining to gear.
GM. I said this one is party trouser.
We cannot find a shoe. The size of the shoe is not here. 836. 836 cannot enter.
And yet it's wearing the full thing. And it's not supposed to wear complete uniform like this. If it is not, if it's not complete, it's not complete. Then it's better not to wait. You understand? If you no, it's not a matter of, you are regulating, but we are telling you, and you to know. Abi? So it's not that we are just...
No, we know. No, we are not imposing anything on us.
So what we are telling you that, this, how do you look at it? How do you look at it? Is it okay?
Minus.
You feel like it's a minus.
It's a minus. Overlook.
This one is really minus. Alpha.
Has party shirts too. It has no badge.
There's badge. It has.
Okay, it has a badge.
But the badge, some we have it at the right, some left.
No.
Yes. It's supposed to be right. If they're all having it at the right, the left side.
We are not others, we are civil defenders. We curb saboteurs and vandals.
Government property, now our own, no. Who be the government?
You be the government. Making no use your hand, never rule your property. Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps go.
They campaign to stop this violence where they scatter nation's property.
This company, located in a shopping plaza, obviously seemed to be operating illegally, as owners and guards were nowhere to be found.
I researched the letter here. I think it's more than a month now. There's only any response.
They didn't show up.
He didn't come to your office. He actually has not been around. That's some things he was doing.
Where are your guards here? The ones on duty?
No guards.
No guards. No guards on duty.
No guards on duty.
What about your bits?
Client just terminated.
You just terminated the contract. Okay, I think you better come to the office to explain that.
I don't.
You better come to the office or you call your guy to come and
Let me
explain.
call him to come because I'm not in the security field.
Okay. So what we'll do? What we'll do? Please, you need to prepare your things out. Put the place on that seal. Then call him. Let him come to the office.
Yes, why don't I call him to doing that?
You can be doing that while we're doing it. Because we have no much time. This is the money. They are not licensed. They are operating.
I told you earlier that we're in course of they actually.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because you come to the office.
It's
your certificate. You have ends user certificate.
I don't know what they have. Actually, this
I'm
place.
telling you. So if you don't have, if you are not licensed, you are not. There is no way you can even operate sales of security gadgets. It's only when you are licensed that you can as well
Actually,
do
this
that.
place is not only for security.
Like, we
That
will
was
not
what I
know.
told you the
We will
other
not
day.
know.
Like,
No,
I
but
am
we-
here doing my own business here.
But we know that this is the office that is meant for it. We will come to tell you. Nobody will have time to talk to me.
I am sealing this company up today because they are operating without license, that is, they are operating illegally. So I'm sealing it up on behalf of my Commandant General of Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps.
The inspection of private guard companies and their operations continued as the team visited a school in Abuja where quacks were deployed as guards. This is what ensued.
In this place.
Apart from your director.
That is the person that sent me to you.
Can we see the person?
I can go to it later. But the impression you gave to me that was not correct.
See, let me tell you.
Yes.
I came into this place. Are you bringing it as an argument?
No.
I personally came into I didn't send anybody to get to this place. I was here with a note to serve you, and you said you are not going to collect because the school is not on holiday. I said, look, you are the CSO of this place. Receive this note and hand it over to your authority. And you said no.
We not to contact about any note. When I told the school was not.
What do I come here for now?
We don't want to put an argument. As
What do I come here for? What do I come here for now?
In Edu, we didn't discuss anything like that. All I thought the school was on holiday. Then all of us.
We didn't
Let me see him.
I know.
Coming now. You can't force yourself inside. Let me see him now. We're not quarreling. You are not government organization. This school is not the school that somebody is running from here. Okay? It's not the school that somebody run away and pull out of this place like that. So let me tell that what Madam said want to see.
Officers and men were resilient in their task as they insisted on doing the job they came for, despite the school authorities raising a false alarm.
We are not here to joke. So you can't take us for granted.
You are stopping us from
No, tell the man what you was here. Go and ask him. Come. Guys, you want to collect
we can collect it with permission. It's
this
an illegal.
Who made you to understand that it's illegal? Chair was here the other day, sir.
The inspection and monitoring of private guard companies is a continuous exercise, and its purpose and achievements are far-reaching, considering the fact that PGCs are the closest security link with the public, as they are more embedded on the population than any other security organ of government. Therefore, their continuous assessment by the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps can assist in nipping rising crime in the bud.